we're just getting way poorer. We're getting way poorer. Like, people can't
Man,
afford homes. You have to have two people working. So far, the numbers don't look good. We have fewer
yeah,
manufacturing jobs today than we did when he started. Our trade deficit with the rest of the world is on pace to be even larger than last year. And China's trade surplus, which is how their economic model is designed, and we can talk about why it's built that way. Theirs is going to be over $1 trillion with the globe. So their trade surplus with the world is at a record, and our trade deficit with the world is also at a record. So, and as you said, we're also running out of fiscal room, and more monetary expansion is not the recipe. It's not the recipe at all. We've had about 3% inflation, CPI increases annually since 2000. And look what's happened to the price of the median home in America. Just look at it. We're broke. We're so broke. I ran some calculations earlier when the Wall Street Journal's thing came out talking about median income and stuff. And look how rich we are. Look, back in 1974, the median income was just over $11,000, right? Today, it's over $70,000. Okay. But if you measure the buying
household
power,
or individual?
household, sorry, did I say
Okay,
household? It was individual.
you didn't say. You didn't say. I was
Okay,
just
so
curious.
median household income in 1974 was just over $11,000. Today, it's slightly over $70,000. But if you measure the purchasing power of that $74,000 today in 1974 dollars, you wind up with slightly less than $25,000, which is the equivalent of about $9,500. So in real terms, since 1974, the median household income has actually fallen in purchasing power from slightly over $11,000 to just over $9,500. We're just getting way poorer. We're getting way poorer. Like, people can't
Man,
afford homes. You have to have two people working. You can't have 4 or 5 or 6 kids. My grandfather had 7 kids. My grandmother didn't work, and he was a police officer, and he sent them to private school. They owned their home. They had 2 cars, and they retired when he was like 62 or something. That's so dead, and it's again, it's a function of the monetary inflation, which hits assets like housing and stocks first. And that's one of the reasons people say there's so much wealth inequality. It's like, yeah, get rid of the central bank. It is a totally financialized
yeah.
economy, so of course that's where the assets see the greatest increase first. And it's a very small subset of the population who owns the majority of these financial assets. It's just not that
Uh,
complicated.